Double team, gets it off anyway.
Competitive greatness, doing your best when your best is needed. But what kind of game are the Lakers playing right now? Shaq, only one shot attempt, has not scored. Errant passes, hesitation, indecisiveness. The players feeding off that. The entire Laker team looks hesitant at this point. Why way? Shaq has 2 rebounds, a turnover. Most importantly, though.
Morey into Shaq. Out of the double to an open Fisher. Here come the Lakers down by 8. Into Shaq, but before he can make the catch, there's a foul on the play, and it's to play in quarter number 1.
You posed the question, how would this game be called? Shaq having the arm underneath, lifting Sabonis, who weighs a full 300 pounds. Blazers, mind-boggling.
Yeah, but Portland's got great balance, and they're playing with a great deal of confidence. A foul on Ryan Grant inside.
Now, by 8 points, we could be in trouble down the road. And O'Neal misses the first. You can log on to MSNBCSports.com and click on Showtime Online for in-depth playoff coverage, special interactives, commentary and analysis on the hottest topics in the league from Bill Walton, Steve Jones, Isaiah Thomas, Matt Kukas, and Peter Bessick. He missed them both, and Pippen has it. Into O'Neal. Up over Grant, who fouled him.
Brian Grant picks up his second foul now, so both Blazers. Shaq, hard to see how that is a defensive foul. What's to run away from the man?
The big problem for Grant is he can't get him far enough out on the block. The offensive player will always get the call from the official when he's in that position. First score for Shaquille O'Neal and almost 10 minutes gone in the first quarter of play.
Shaq shot 3 for 10 at the line in Game 6. Grant, like Sabonis, now with 2 fouls, and they have to call on young Jermaine O'Neal, who has played sparingly in this series. He's 6'11", but a rather slender 230. Fisher into Shaq. 3 defenders. Here's the hook. It's short. Shaq didn't have a field goal in the first quarter.
Jermaine O'Neal under any circumstances. Offensive foul. Shaq with the elbow in the back end.
Here's the frustration point for O'Neal. Not getting the ball, not being able to get the position, kind of overpowers an opponent. He's now got 2 personal fouls.
For the rotation.
Great patience and decision-making by Jermaine O'Neal, finding a better shooter.
And then Shaquille O'Neal goes up. Several Blazers surround him. One of them fouled him. And it was Jermaine O'Neal, his second. This is the second Game 7 of Shaquille O'Neal's career. 5 years ago to the day, June 4th, 1995, his Orlando Magic, playing at home, defeated Reggie Miller and the Indiana Pacers in Game 7, went on to the finals against Hakeem Olajuwon and the Rockets, where they were swept 4 straight. With numbers for Shaq in that game, except at the free throw line.
Well, with Shaquille O'Neal struggling to get points today, something the Lakers desperately need from him. Over the last 5 quarters, Shaq just has 19 total points. Now he comes to the free throw line.
Kobe Bryant goes out of the ball game, and so we'll find out where the firepower is going to come from, since they can't get Shaq involved other than
The Lakers are having, I don't think they enter the ball to Shaq quick enough. He has to wait. There's no opportunity for him to go on the reception.
The first quarter plus more than 4 minutes of the second, and Shaq is without a field goal. He has 3 assists. He's made 4 free throws. He has no baskets.
the Trailblazers are controlling the play at both ends of the floor.
Bill, has Shaq been too passive here?
Absolutely. You have to establish your game. Shaq has not done that. Now, granted, they fouled him, they hacked him, they put him on the line a number of times. But this is a guy, one of the most dominant players and forces in the history of basketball, who should be attacking, who should be knocking these guys underneath the basket.
The center, you got to bring the game to him, and they haven't brought it to him.
Oh, that's an They got him the ball, but he drilled Sabonis. And now it's over.
This is a very tough play. You need, as a defensive player, to keep that elbow above Shaq. So an offensive on him, Lakers could be even in more trouble.
They go deep to him with a hook, and there's his first field goal. Midway through the second quarter, his first basket. Bryant into Shaq, turnaround jumper.
Crowd starting to stem Shaq.
Stops the clock. Shaq hits two in a row. Rice switched to triple. And just like that, the crowd is alive.
You see how deep Shaquille O'Neal gets position, and that's what makes the scoring attempt possible. And now, once they've got an inside attack going,
you're watching the NBA playoffs on NBC.
Shaquille O'Neal. If that means that you guys have to take a charge, if that means that you run straight into him, do whatever you can to try and get him his fourth foul.
And the best way to do that is Scottie Pippen driving the lane.
In the second quarter, they made nice adjustments. They pushed the ball up, got it into him quick, and he got quick shots. Portland is swarming them. The only way you can get Shaq the ball is by pushing it up, getting to him quick before Portland can get back. And it's a nice adjustment by Phil Jackson.
Couldn't get him the ball. When he did get it, he did turn it over. But late in the first half, he did come alive, and that turned it around for the Lakers. Shaq with a dominating jump hook over a flat-footed Sabonis. The very next possession, Shaq in motion on the reception. Perfect rhythm, steps into a turnaround jumper. No stopping this. Everybody else standing flat-footed. And when you have Shaquille O'Neal making plays like that,
it's favor of the Lakers. So Portland got to get back to playing aggressively, pushing the ball up the floor. O'Neal
doesn't get the roll, and Wallace gets the rebound. Rice for three with a hand in his face. Shaq trying to save it, and look out! A, is he all right? And B, how many people were pancaked on the landing?
you'd be well-advised to get out of the way when Shaq starts making this type of play.
Shaq Diesel coming down the tracks, and you are easy prey in row two.
Stand in and take a charge, somebody. Ouch! Desperately needs that to happen. His Hornets have to shoot quickly on the reception.
Shaq, look at the Blazer bench. They're up, they believe, and they got to go, and Shaq will get a travel call.
He traveled before the contact.
This crowd is stunned.
The last team in the NBA not to lose 3 games in a row at any time this year. This would be a horrible time from their perspective for that streak to end. Into the fourth. Regular season games. There have been 10-team Havlicek in the Eastern Conference playoffs to the Knicks. Only one of those 65-plus win teams did not go on to win the NBA title. Shaquille O'Neal was 1 vote from being the unanimous MVP. Kobe Bryant, 2nd-team All-NBA, 1st-team All-Defense.
12 minutes to do something in your life. This is where you just blast through all the pain and know that if you come up big, they go to the hack-a-Shaq defense early. Counted on him missing. That's not a good idea. Just foul him every time.
Into Shaq. Sabonis fouled him on the catch. No basket.
That's the kind of position we're talking about. The 2 toughest guys I ever had to guard down low, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Kevin McHale. They never worried about anything other than where they caught that ball. And they pushed, they worked, they elbowed their way to where they got it, where they wanted it, and then they delivered.
4 on Sabonis. Tap back out to Shaw. They get it deep to Shaq, and he connects off the glass. Mike Dunleavy was last year's NBA Coach of the Year. And Dunleavy wants to slow the momentum, so he immediately asks for a timeout.
Shaq gets it all started for the Lakers comeback here. The deep position, he's done this 2 or 3 times now of late. And then on the defensive end, Kobe comes.
Shaquille O'Neal has all of 2 points in the second half and 11 for the game. Moments ago, here's what Phil Jackson said in the huddle.
Get yourself in position to shoot the ball and shoot good shots. Forget about Shaq. He's open, throw it in. If he's not, don't change your game just to go into it. Get the ball going. It'll loosen up.
Down by 16 a short while ago. The Lakers are making a bit of a push here. They're drawn to it in 10. Run. Deep to Shaq. Sabonis apparently fouled him. That's 5.
Sabonis has a legitimate complaint. Now watch the arm of Shaquille O'Neal. He's going to pork chop him on the way to getting that
Double last game as the Blazers controlled it throughout. Now Brian Grant, who has been completely ineffective, now he's got to play the ball of his life for 8.5 minutes.
The Blazers are going to be in the penalty early. The next one puts them over the limit. Fox for 3. Shaq offensive glass. And there's a
Determination by Shaq now, who is just throwing bodies out of the way. You got to let that one go if you're Rasheed Wallace. A lot of Moses Malone in him. He's not a guy who's afraid to throw a wild shot. That was a dart. Just missed.
He shoots him better when he gets a bit of an arc on him. That thing was a laser.
I think it's in his legs and his mind.
He hits that one net. Dumps it into Wallace against Robert Morey with a jumper in the paint. O'Neal rips the rebound away from Grant.
Flash to the hoop if you're Scottie Pippen. Forget the fadeaway jumpers. Forget the double clutches.
Brian Grant slotted out of there by Shaq.
Portland was the aggressor in the third quarter and left this game open. They have become a very tentative team. And for the first time tonight, we see the long arm of Shaquille O'Neal slap one out and get who held the NBA record for most
Utilized up at the high post there to dump that ball down in.
Sabonis is running. And if that was
A heartbreaking moment for Sabonis. Plus, one of the greatest young players in the history of basketball. Injury and age have really
the line to try to tie this ball game up. Everybody's been asking when would the Trailblazers foul O'Neal, starting now.
he's hit 7 of 11.
It has to be just for defensive purposes.
Fouls it to Brian Grant. Shaq came out and vaulted the shot. Then he chases the rebound down. O'Neal. Wallace. Shaq tries in to block it.
Roll 10.
Score the 2 for Wallace, who is the game's and it's tied again at 79.
And Wallace is bruising. Robert Horry in there, and Shaq comes up point.
This Blazer team has not been able to figure out a way to turn him back the other way, turn him into the help. This is virtually automatic. And with Kobe,
Lakers by 1. And a half to play in Game 7. Barely be heard over the din of this crowd. It's 4 on O'Neal.
You know, the LA crowd is a front-running crowd, and they get ahead, and suddenly they become very boisterous. You can't hear anything in this game.
Pippen for 3. Rebound O'Neal. Portland has 3 timeouts left. The Lakers have 2. Bryant. To Shaq. Back from the brink of elimination to the brink jumper gave the Lakers a 4-point lead. And now his assist to Shaquille O'Neal makes it a 6-point difference with 41 and 3/10 seconds left. LA has outscored Portland 25-4 in the last 9 minutes and 50 seconds. Portland, which has played so well and with so much heart, coming back from down 3-1, has picked a terrible time to experience an 8-point fourth quarter on 3 of 18 shooting.
And Lakers, led by the exuberant Shaquille O'Neal, have taken advantage of it.
The Lakers, they need to stay safe and at home.
As a team, the Lakers have made 17 of 29 free throws. So if Mike Dunleavy can bank on any of that continuing, you might have to
Shaq are shooting free throws well, so you could almost foul any of them. But I have seen Dunleavy in these situations.
only 9 field goal attempts, of which he's made 5, which is remarkable.
But his whole game came alive.
Smith. Steve Smith goes right to the rack. Wants the ball. He goes to the floor. There's no foul.
Steve Smith with a great fake and hesitation will get to the rim. And he goes up. Shaq fouled him, but he got no ball.
And then if Kobe missed them, but it's a different... And 4 blocks. But 6 of 12 from the free throw line. This from an 80%
To run the clock out.
If you're the Blazers, do you want to advance the ball to have...
to be disrespectful towards Portland. Almost everybody will tell you that Indiana will face longer odds against the Lakers than they
Number of players, and now we're in the final stretch.
Pacers won both of their games. That's it. I'm not sure if the Lakers won as much as they escaped, and Jackson needed midcourt as his teammates are...
Kobe, winning championships or getting a chance to play for a championship is all about passing tests. Was this the ultimate test for you all?
Up to this point, this has been the ultimate test. They pushed us to the limit. I mean, being down 13 going into the fourth quarter, it was a huge challenge for us.
And Shaq, they threw everything at you. Double team, triple team. You stayed within yourself. But all of a sudden it comes down to a big defensive play and a lot of made free throws.
Well, I knew my teammates were going to step up for me. It was hard for me to get my offensive ball, but we got a lot of weapons on this team, so what I try to do is just draw and kick. We was 13 down. I told my guys, look, do or die. Time is now. We've been in this position before. We ain't never lost 3 in a row. Let's play. Let's go. And they did that.
What happened when you brought everybody together late in the fourth quarter? You got a little huddle outside that other huddle. What did you say then?
I just told myself, look, it's do or die. You come too far to go home now. Let's just play. Let's just scrap. Don't worry about nothing to play. Take the open shot. Throw it in the middle. They're going to double them and kick it back out. Take the open shot. We did that tonight. And I knew my teammates were going to step up overnight. They don't step up the last 2 games.
Well, you know, always tough during this series to try to get the ball in the Shaq. What about the alley-oop you threw to him late in the game?
Well, Pippen was pressured, so I just went around him and had a clear lane to the basket. And I haven't had a lane like that all series long. And all I had was one man behind me, and Brian Grant stepped up, and Shaq was there for a lot.
Shaq, tell me about that. During this series, they kept talking about the depth of Portland. And all of a sudden, this game, Brian Shaw steps up, Robert Ory steps up. You guys have a tough team.
We do have a tough team, and, you know, like I said, it's going to be hard for me to get going in the middle. So what I try to do is get it, keep it, and kick it out to my shooters.
All right, you talked about playing in a game like this, Game 7. This is what heroes are made of. You guys are both heroes today.
This is what makes champions. I mean, we watch Game 7 growing up all the time, and to finally playing one is a beautiful feeling.
All right, you know who you're playing, Shaq. Reggie Miller, Indiana. How do you feel about that?
They have a fabulous team. What we don't want to let happen right now is let our focus go. You know, all year we were talking about getting to the finals. Now that we made it to the finals, we need to develop a new focus. And we're playing against Reggie Miller, so I'm sure we'll be very, very focused.
All right, congratulations, guys, on a great game today. All right, let's go down to Jim Gray.
A Game 7 this late in the playoffs in 18 years. But once again, the final score from Los Angeles, the Lakers 89 and the Blazers 84. Join us Wednesday night at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific for Game 1 of the NBA up to this point of the NBA playoffs. With the You've been watching the NBA playoffs on NBC. Good night from Los Angeles. We'll see you Wednesday.
Battle concludes, and only the mighty